Welcome to Creepypasta Theater, a show where we explore the strange world of creepypasta. Join us as we hear tales best left untold, travel roads best left unexplored, and see sights best left unseen. The night can be both beautiful and terrifying. In this episode, we have 3 short creepypastas that take place at night or in the darkness. Lightless City. Written by KI Simpson. Do you have someone you hate? Someone you would do anything to hurt? Pay any price for vengeance? If so, you may want to consider visiting Lightless City. To get there, go to any decent-sized city and find a deserted alleyway at night. Enter it, and close your eyes as tightly as you can. Whisper, "Lightless City," and concentrate on the darkness. You've probably noticed that there are faint colors and abstract shapes you can make out if you try to focus your eyes when they're closed. Watch those images go by. After a few minutes, they should start to get clearer and brighter. When this happens, they'll begin taking on detailed forms, images of violent murders, deformed animals, and similar things. No matter what you see, keep your eyes closed. You'll start to lose track of time, but eventually, the images will stop. You'll see pure darkness, nothing but deep black. No colors or shapes. When you're certain that this is the case, open your eyes. You will now be in a very dark city. There won't be a single light or star in the sky. You should be able to see a faint, dark blue outline of the tall buildings surrounding you. Make your way out of the alley and walk as quietly as you can down the sidewalk in any direction. If you hear any movement, run as quickly as you can away from the noise. There are animals in Lightless City. It's too dark to make out the details, but they're the size of large, wild felines and will kill any human they catch. Keep moving until you reach an area with smaller buildings, the edge of the city. A child will approach you, his face dully glowing, letting you see that he is eyeless. He will ask, "Will you share your light with me?" Say yes. The child will reach for your face and rip out your right eye. It will be painful, but there shouldn't be any bleeding or open wound. The child will thank you and leave. Keep walking, and a tall man will appear before you.
"Whose light do you wish to have taken away?"
Speak the name of the person you hate. As soon as you say their name, they will go completely and irreversibly blind.
"Is your hatred satisfied?"
The man will ask. If it is, say yes, and you will awaken in the alley. If not, say no, and the man will disappear. Keep walking. You will come across another eyeless child. "Will you share your light with me?" Say yes, and your left eye will be torn out, leaving you blind. Keep walking, and the tall man will appear again, although, of course, you'll have to rely on the sound of his voice since you are now blind.
Whose life do you wish for the darkness to claim?
Say the name of the one you hate, and they will die. You will not be asked if your hatred is satisfied this time, and you will not be able to return to the alley. I told you, make sure you really hate someone before doing this. You will spend the rest of your life wandering around Lightless City, blind, with only your hatred to keep you warm. And for some people, that's enough. Born in the Fog. Written by friendlycynic. I was born in the fog. We look the same as you. We act the same. We sound the same. We are not. It most often begins in the cold and dark hours of the early morning, while you are still sleeping. The misty mother creeps in around you, silent, swift, and pregnant with singular purpose. From the mist of her embrace may call a visitor or two, sometimes more, and sometimes not at all. Friendly faces perhaps, or perhaps not. If you choose to venture out before she has receded, then you will never return. What takes your place is something different. It looks like you, but it is not you. It's one of us. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, and anyone else you knew, all of them will be unable to see that you have been replaced. I must feed the mother. We are her workers. She is our queen. You are her food. Your feeble senses cannot perceive the danger. If I can guide you willingly into the fog, then it will be all over quickly. You will hardly feel anything. You should be grateful for such a merciful end to your small and meaningless existence. If for some reason you choose to resist, then we have other ways of dealing with you. Rarely, one of you will manage to notice that something is strange about us. For there are sometimes such gifted individuals in any sufficiently large population. You might think that they could save you from us, but they cannot. Our perceptions are keen. We will know if they know. We will see that they can see. Should you happen to be one such rare and gifted individual, know that your gift is not in fact a gift. It is a curse. No one will believe you when you try to warn them about us. You will struggle in vain before the inevitable. You might wonder why I bother warning you about us. It's simple. The formless, whispering mother says that your fear is delicious to her. She is old, very old. She has tasted many things: joy, sadness, tranquility, jealousy, curiosity, madness, love, loneliness, rage. She has tasted them all, and tasted each one many times over. Among these things, she tells us, that your fear is the most satisfying of all. When the fog comes, pray that it is not her. Your senses cannot perceive the change. We are not the same as you. We are among you. Midnight Salesman. Written by RedNovaTyrant. The banging wouldn't stop no matter how much I tried to ignore it. My head rolled sideways to glance at the alarm clock. Bright red numbers told me it was 11:49. This had been going on for nearly 15 minutes at this point. I was hesitant about going downstairs to see what was going on, thinking it was some drunken asshole trying to get into the wrong house. But the longer it went on, the more uncomfortable I got. Finally, my curiosity got the better of me. I slipped out of my sheets and stumbled through the dark, shoving my phone into the pocket of my pajama pants, feet sliding over the carpet. My left hand fumbled for the doorknob, my right reaching for the bat I kept in the corner. The door creaked open ever so quietly, and I made my way into the front foyer. The banging seemed to be getting louder now, and I flinched for a moment when I leaned forward to peek out the spy hole as 3 more knocks rang out. When I tried again, I saw a man in an ordinary tan trench coat slamming his fist against the door. On my porch sat a briefcase, presumably his. His face did not read of malice, nor was it a mad smile. He just seemed rather plain. But still, who was out this late knocking on doors? "Hey!" I called up from the other side. "I don't know who you are, but..." The man's gaze met the spy hole instantly, and there came the smile. "Good evening. Apologize for the late hour. Did I wake you?" "Yes, you did, and if you don't leave right now, I'm calling the police." I raised my voice as to not be interrupted again. "Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I did not mean to cause you any alarm. I'm just a traveling salesman, looking to make my way. In fact, I have no interest in wasting more than 10 minutes of your time. If you're still not satisfied by then, I will take my leave." My hand was already in my pocket, resting on my phone. But in the moment, I was just completely befuddled. A midnight salesman? What the hell kind of profession is this? Are you joking, mate? "No joke at all, sir." The man rested an open palm across his heart. "Listen, I know this is completely out of place, but all I ask for is 9 now. 9 minutes of your time, just to listen. I'm not even asking you to open your door. Just hear my pitch. Hell, for all I know, you might have a shotgun cocked and ready for me." My grip on the bat tightened ever so slightly. "And that is totally justified, good sir. I mean, what a reckless soul would be out this hour?" "Yeah, that's exactly my point. So why are you here waking me up in the middle of the night?" The man smiled gently. "You see, most people these days are out working during the day. That makes my profession much harder, as when they are home, they either wish to get out the door or they're trying to relax with their families, so I tend to try to find any souls that are up late into the evening instead." Doesn't sound like a great business model. I'm going to be real with you. "Once again, you are absolutely right. But it's the best I can do, you see. Gotta feed the wife somehow. Our first one on the way, you see." "Well, congrats to you, but I'm not interested. Sorry. Please leave, or I'm going to call the cops." "Look, please." The man's face grew sullen, clasping both hands together at his belt buckle. I haven't been able to get anyone's attention all night. If you could just give me 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Look, I'm really not into 3 minutes. That's all I ask. Quick 3-minute sales pitch and I'll be right on my way. You don't even have to step out, sir. Please. Okay. How about I just show you what I'm selling? You say yes or no, then I'm gone. Yeah? I could see the sweat trickling down his brow in the porch light. Look, man, this is getting really weird. I'm calling the... Continuing to ignore me, the man lifted up his suitcase and started spinning the combination locks. My name is Edward Ferguson. I'm a door-to-door sales expert on behalf of Gerald Metal Cutting. We only make the highest quality... The briefcase was giving him some trouble. The finest household products and utensils made of the best metal around. He opened his briefcase with a click. I shook my head in disbelief. Okay, whatever. What do you sell? I was just getting tired and wanted him off the porch. If he'd go after showing me what he had, it was faster than dealing with the cops at this point. My eye was still on him, though, through the spy hole. But the opened briefcase was impossible to see inside of, with the porch lights casting its contents in shadow. I can't see what's in it. Can you bring it into the light? The man turned and noticed it. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Here. He backed away from the door and turned the case towards the light source. Can you see it now? Well, now it was all reflecting the light at that angle, but it was definitely metal. What is it? Keys. He adjusted the case proudly in his hands, and I squinted harder. What? I sell keys. That he did. The entire case was filled to the brim with keys. Car keys, house keys, mailbox keys. Old-fashioned keys you'd find in the 1800s. Why? He looked at the case, then back towards the door. Well, everyone needs keys, don't they? I slid the phone out of my pocket. But you don't have any locks to accompany them. Why do you sell just random keys? The man frowned at that question, and my confusion turned to cold tingles. He didn't give an answer, only trying to present the case to me while looking back and forth occasionally. This was well beyond the point of crazy now, and it was clear that he wasn't going to just leave after having been told no, so I lowered my head and started putting in 911. With my thumb hovering over the dial button, I was about to declare that I was finally calling the police. I then heard a loud clattering of metal before more scuffling on the door. Looking through the hole, I could see Edward pressed right up against the spy hole, and I could hear the doorknob shaking. After a moment of frustration, he scowled and backed off, tossing something shiny onto my lawn. Before reaching back into the case and grabbing another key, I immediately pressed the button and screamed for the operator to send help quickly. She told me to hide in a locked room away from the front door and to find something to defend myself with. Just as I started to run away into my home, I could hear the salesman mutter from the other side. Don't start thinking your key's not here. The rattling disappeared a few minutes later, and shortly after the operator stated that, the police were just pulling up. When I stepped out onto the porch to talk to them, I noticed the doorknob had a key sticking out of it. Impulsively, I wrapped the edges of my sleeve around my fingers and pulled on it. It slid out perfectly. You have been listening to a presentation of Point of Insanity Game Studio. Visit us on the web at www.poigamestudio.com Follow me on most social media sites at POI Game Studio, and check out my music channel on YouTube at Al Seeger Music.